All right, folks, this is one you are absolutely going to want to pay attention to. I am reading an article, and by the time you see this article is going to be a few days old. However, I think it is remarkably important to the end times narrative that we continue to talk about, and in reminding us that Jesus, of course, is coming soon. Now, let me read this, and I think it might seem a little confusing at first, but I'll explain where I'm going in just a minute. So here's what the article says. It says, Sri Lanka suspends fuel sales amid economic collapse, asks Russians for help. No joke, folks. Look at what it says here. It says in the article, it says, a broken, extremely cash-strapped Sri Lanka halted all fuel sales except for essential services in a desperate attempt to manage a severe fuel shortage, allowing the government to buy some time, and notice this, and send 2 government officials to Russia to negotiate a fuel deal. Now, here's the announcement that was obtained by AFP News that came out of the Sri Lankan government. It says this, it says, from midnight today, no fuel will be sold except for essential services like the health sector because we want to conserve the little reserves we have. That is crazy. That was said in a pre-recorded statement by Bendula Gunwandai, very hard to pronounce that name, by the government, and it is an unbelievable statement, but it should not come as a surprise. Now, what shouldn't be a surprise? It shouldn't be a surprise that lots of economies are collapsing, just like we talked about Pakistan last week, and it should not be a surprise that times are getting more desperate. Now, here's the thing that I think becomes particularly relevant as it relates to Bible prophecy, and that is it should come to no surprise that Russia is getting richer and growing stronger as a result of all of this happening. Sri Lanka going to Russia should not come as a surprise because they understand that will be their only reliable fuel source, and they also know that Russia will work with them considering the situation that they are in. Now, the only thing that this can do is make Russia more powerful, more influential, while at the same time, what Russia doesn't realize is going to be happening is many of their resources are going to be depleted as they continue to run a very successful war against Ukraine and continue to sell many of their resources in order to build their economy, to buy the weapons that they need to do what they're going to do. But eventually what will happen is Russia will join forces with many other nations, the ones that we read about in Ezekiel 38, and attack Israel. And the only one that will be able to defend Israel will be God himself. Folks, we're watching the world stage being set. None of this should be a surprise to you. It's absolutely amazing and really, truly just unbelievable to see how God is doing all of this. Here's the lesson, folks. Jesus is coming soon. Time to wake up. Open up your eyes. Look what's going on around you because we are running out of time. God bless you guys.